Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am AmalgamAsh, and this is Cemetery Mary, a horror visual novel made in REN'PY by Arcade Kitten. This is part 11 of my playthrough, so I do hope that you've been keeping up and enjoying the series. Please leave my family alone. That is not possible. We're getting better. And if my parents were here still, it'd feel almost like it did before. I'm afraid I cannot give you the same life you once had. But I can assure you things will be better after this all. How can you make it better? I don't want him to give me some vague answer. If he's going to give me a vague answer, at least this one might glean a little bit more information about who he is. I can't explain it, at least not now. But whether you believe it or not, it will get there. And so will I. This is for you. And you'll see that soon. Good night, Mary. Good night. Thank you. It's been a few days since then. Croven seems to be doing a little better than usual. I think he's really trying extra hard right now. And he's been seeing Zapara again, too. I think that's nice. I think that's good for them. I'm happy to see them having a nice time together again. I had a nice day by myself, actually. Sometimes it's nice to just return to the cemetery for a normal day after so much chaos. I made sure I put at least one flower on every grave today, though I haven't talked to any of them. I had considered doing it, but like others tell me, it's probably not a good idea to fall asleep in public places, especially if there is a killer on the loose. So I decided I wouldn't do that today. But that's not what happened, though. I truthfully didn't mean to fall asleep. I didn't. But when I sat back against the mausoleum we have, after being outside and on my feet all day, well, I was just so tired. I didn't even realize I fell asleep until I woke up to the sound of rain. I was surprised to not have had any strange dreams this time, but this was a big problem. Only the roof trim of the mausoleum was keeping me safe from the rain, and it was pouring. And worse even still, it was night. The only light I could see was from the street lamps at the outside of the cemetery. Oh gosh. Oh dear. How could I have slept so long? Well, I couldn't stay hiding under here all night. I took a big breath and ran across the cemetery to the street. Luckily, the gate wasn't locked. Again, I was surprised, but thankful, as it meant I would not have to find some other way out. Once I was out on the sidewalk, I noticed the street lights were the only lights on. Everything else seemed closed. How late was it? I didn't want to pull my phone out in the rain to check, but by any means I had most definitely missed the last bus back home. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I had to find shelter first. I ran through the rain, trying to find anything that was open. It wasn't long before I felt my shoes filling with water. That's the worst feeling. I'd get a cold out here too long, and the rain showed no signs of letting up. But I knew there just had to be something, anything, open, and eventually I made it somewhere. It was the movie theater. Thank goodness. I rushed myself inside and took a seat beside the posters, waiting to dry off and taking my phone out. let's take a look at these posters. The left, top left, her eyes are up here. I love it. Imogen, Queen of the Galaxy. That's great. Top middle, non-specific holiday movie 4, a Malhark movie. Yes. Top right, Folie à Deux. Folie à Deux? Well, whatever. It looks amazing. I'd love to see that movie. Bottom left, I can't read that. It is most assuredly, I think, Korean. Perhaps it's Japanese. I can't read it, though. The middle bottom, cashiers. If you're a customer, F you. A very funny look at a very something. Crappy, dead-end job. And then the bottom right poster, it looks like some misfits. It's an Asian movie. Misfit superheroes. I'm genuinely worried for our dear Mary because I don't know when the end of the route is. I don't know when the end, an end could take place, and it could take place very soon. I might have hours left of reading. I might have seconds. There is a killer on the loose, and I don't know if my choices have wisely brought me to a good ending or a place of survival. We're going to find out now. Just as I had suspected, it was pretty late. And knowing the usual times of the cinema, I could tell it wasn't going to be open much longer. What do I do? Even though I wasn't sure how he could help me right now, I had to at least try calling up Groven. Why isn't he picking up? Mary? Oh, you picked up. Thank goodness. I was starting to get worried. I'm having a bit of a problem right now. What is it? Well, you see, I kind of fell asleep in the cemetery, and I only woke up a few minutes ago. And it's raining really bad right now, and I missed the bus, so, I don't know, I was hoping maybe you could help me out somehow. No can do, Mamu. Didn't I tell you? Tell me what? Mary, I'm not even home right now. I'm not even close. Huh? Where are you then? I'm out of the fucking city right now, Mary. I had these plans with these friends. It doesn't matter. I swear I told you. Well, I don't remember. Look, bottom line is there's no way I can help you from here. What am I supposed to do then? Fuck, Mary, I don't know. I heard his frustrated sigh through the phone. I couldn't see it, but I could tell he was pinching the bridge of his nose. Where are you right now? I'm at the movie theater, but I think it closes soon. Alright, well, do you have anyone else you could call up? Maybe stay with them tonight? I mean, I guess so. Twyla? Awesome. Great. Sounds good then. Look, Mars, I really gotta go, okay? Call up one of your other friends. I'm sure one of them will come get you. Alright then. Good night. I heard the click of Croven hanging up the phone. Call up one of my other friends? Well, there's only 2 of those. Who should I go with? Oh, God. I didn't expect that third choice at all. Just in case, I'm going to save. I'm going to go ahead and save over the bottom middle slot, since I didn't really make any significant choice there. Let's call Reginald. I'm a bit scared of Twyla after our last run-in. I decided to call Reginald. I didn't want to bother him, but I don't think Twyla would have taken to me well right now. I heard the phone ring a few times, and then he picked up. Mary. It's a bit late, isn't it? Is everything all right? Yeah. Well, actually, I kinda, missed my last bus home, and I was hoping maybe I could stay with you tonight instead. Yes, of course. Where are you right now? I'll be right over. Thank you. I saw the faint outline of Reginald's old car pull up to the side of the movie theater, and I went out to meet him. Even though it was raining, he still got out of the car and held the passenger door open for me. What a nice guy. I told him it was silly to do that. I hope I wasn't too late. You caught me in the middle of getting ready for bed, actually. And I wanted to get rechanged. Didn't feel right to leave the home in pajamas. No, you're good. We drove off to Reginald's apartment amidst all the rain. Because it was so late, there were hardly any cars on the road, so it made the drive a bit safer. We pulled into a parking space next to his building, and he covered me with his jacket as we ran outside. So sorry, I wasn't thinking. I should have brought an umbrella. I didn't mind. We stepped inside to the buzzing of fluorescent lights. I could hear/feel it now. Reginald led me to the stairwell, and we headed upstairs. I had no idea he lived so high up. He told me that the elevator was broken and apologized for the inconvenience. I just felt bad for him. It must be a pain to climb all these stairs, especially after a hard day of work. Once we were in the proper hallway, Reginald began to lead me to his apartment. I tried to be quiet as we moved through the hallway, not wanting to disturb any of his neighbors. Before I knew it, we were entering his front door. Well, here we are. I apologize for the mess. If I had the foresight that you were coming, I would have cleaned ahead of time. I looked around Reginald's apartment. Is this what he considered a mess? Nothing even looked dusty. Thank you for having me over. I feel really bad having asked you to accommodate me at such short notice. I'll try not to lose track of time anymore. Don't be silly. It's a pleasure to have you here, no matter what. Oh, but don't worry about sleeping on the couch or anything. You can take my bedroom. It's right next to the kitchen. I'll sleep out here. Huh? Oh no, Reginald, I couldn't. You already drove out in the middle of the night to pick me up. I can't take your bed, too. Nonsense. I insist. You'll have a much better sleep, I'm sure of it. But don't you have to go to work in the morning? I'd feel awful if you couldn't get a good night's sleep. Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Nothing I have... Oh! Oh dear, I just realized. Huh? What? Is everything okay? You don't have any pajamas to wear, do you? Huh? Oh. Don't worry about that. I can sleep just fine in this. How can I not worry? No offense, but although your outfit is quite the ensemble, I don't think it would make for a very nice sleep. Why don't I go out and buy you something really quick? No way. It's really nice of you, but I can't accept that offer. It's so late and I doubt anywhere is even open. Oh, and there's a will, there's a way. Besides, I need to pick up some things anyways. So please, make yourself at home. Help yourself to anything in the kitchen and don't be afraid to turn on the TV. I'll be back shortly. Before I could protest anymore, Reginald was out the door, leaving me alone in his apartment. I guess all I could do now was wait for him to get back. I plopped myself onto his couch and turned on the TV. There were some commercials playing, so I didn't know what show was on yet. What's on at this hour anyways? Before I knew it, I heard the sound of a door unlocking, and Reginald was walking through the front door. I watched as he locked the door behind him, dropped off some of the plastic bags he was carrying, and shrugged off his coat. He left one bag in his room and then proceeded to put some stuff away in his kitchen. Then he came to sit beside me. So, what are you watching? Oh, I don't know. Nothing in particular. Well, would you like to watch something? Or would you rather just head to bed? Now that I think about it, I can't remember the last time I actually watched something on TV. Reginald passed me the TV remote and told me to put on anything I'd like. He wasn't picky. Maybe we can watch... No! This is too many choices. So, true story. One of the best things to watch is a YouTuber playing a horror video game before bed. It really gets you relaxed. But you'd be a better judge of that than I. So, sci-fi, romantic comedy, horror, game show, sitcom, murder mystery. That'll do. Oh my god. I flicked through a few channels until I found this one. There's art for this and everything. I love it. This is adorable. I would absolutely watch this. I don't even know what it is. It was playing a murder mystery movie. It seemed to be taking place on a train of all places. It starred a detective and his young sidekick. It seemed fairly interesting. Do I watch it? Yes. Perhaps I should have browsed the other ones, but I didn't want to take the chance of not being able to cycle back to that choice. Oh, really? And I'm trying to be respectful of Reginald's time here as well. This is what you've chosen to watch? Do you not want to? No, nothing like that. I'm just surprised. With all that's been happening in town and all, I felt like you might stray away from this type of content. I don't know. I'm interested. Fair enough. Reginald and I sat and watched TV for a while. It was pretty nice. Though eventually, I started to feel tired. I think Reginald could tell, too. I yawned as I stood up off the couch, thanking him once again for letting me use his room to sleep. It's not a problem at all. I left the pajamas in the bag for you. I think they should fit. Good night, Mary. I had a pretty nice sleep, actually. Reginald's bed felt comfier than my own. But that only made me feel all the worse for taking it from him. I got dressed into my usual clothes and carefully stepped out the bedroom door. After all, if Reginald was still asleep, I didn't want to wake him. But to my surprise, there was no one there at all. I knocked on his bathroom door just to make sure he wasn't using it, but there was no answer. It was then that I noticed a note that had fallen in front of his front door. Mary, so sorry to leave you alone this morning. I had an urgent matter to attend to. I don't think I'll be back anytime soon, but feel free to help yourself to any food in the apartment for breakfast. All I ask is that when you leave, you lock the apartment with the spare key in the end table drawer, and then slide it back under the door. Thank you. I'll talk to you later. I see. I didn't really feel comfortable taking Reginald's food, especially when he's not home, and especially not after all he did for me. I followed his other instructions and left the apartment. Wonder what I'll do with today. Croven's been pretty anxious lately. He would never admit it, but it's easy to tell. He's home almost all the time, but never relaxed. He's always pacing, itching, double-checking. He's almost always looking at his phone. Sometimes I see him go outside to talk on said phone. He yells at whoever it is that's on the other end. Even from inside, I can hear it. Inside. He's been asking me to stay inside a lot too lately. He sounds just like my parents did back when this all started. I don't know why he asks me, but I do it anyways. Because whatever it is, it's making him worry himself sick. And I'm not going to add to that stress. I just wish he would tell me what's going on with him. But I'm not going to push either. I'll let him tell me on his own time. So, as expected, I've been home all day. I haven't done much, though I'd like to change that soon. If I'm staying home anyways, I might as well be productive about it, right? Maybe I'll get a little cleaning done tomorrow. A clean home is a happy home, and it may help take some of the stress away. I just finished washing my face and brushing my teeth for tonight. I was about to change into pajamas and settle into bed when I received a phone call. So late at night? I reached over to my phone to check who it was. Twyla? I figured Twyla would be mad at me still. Why is she calling? Maybe she wants to cash in those favors I owe her, but so late at night? I decided to pick up anyways. Mary. Twyla? She sounded like she was out of breath. Mary, thank goodness you answered. Uh-oh. Please, I need your help. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you okay? I am for right now. Please, I need you to come get me. You're the only person I can rely on for this. I don't understand. What's happening? I don't have time to explain. My phone is low on battery. I don't know how much longer it'll last. But I'm in trouble and I need your help. Trouble? Why didn't you call an emergency number? I can't. It'll make things worse. You have to believe me. Please. I know I haven't been the easiest on you, but I'm really relying on you right now. Okay. I think I can still catch a bus. Where are you right now? Do you remember when we met in the bathroom of that club? Yeah, I do. I'm near that building. I'm hiding in one of the alleys. Please hurry and find me. And whatever you do, don't go to the police. Promise me... Twyla? Twyla. Her phone must have ran out of battery. I had to go find her. Croven was asleep in bed when I answered the phone. Even though he didn't really want me leaving the house, this was clearly an emergency. I had to go. I quietly slipped out of the house, making my way towards the bus stop. I hopped on the first bus that came and silently prayed that it didn't come too late. We were off to the city once again. Twyla sounded really bad, like it was hard for her to breathe. Is she really okay? She told me not to contact the police or anything like that, but how am I supposed to help her? I don't understand. If she doesn't want the police involved, then I guess it's not something they're supposed to know about. Is it okay for me to get involved with, then? I hoped I wasn't making a mistake. There was hardly anyone walking amongst the streets tonight. In fact, I think I may have only seen one other person out here tonight. It was eerily quiet. I had to find Twyla. Per her instruction, I made my way towards that hidden club building. I just hoped she was still there. I checked between each crack and alley I could find, until... Twyla! Oh my god, what happened? Are you okay? Your head is bleeding, and your shirt. There's blood all over it. I'm fine. She coughed. She sounded hoarse. Don't be so loud, okay? I tried to quiet my voice, but it was difficult with the sight before me. How did this happen? I was attacked. Huh? By who? I don't know. I didn't see them. I was just trying to investigate. And suddenly, something struck me in the head. I'm lucky it didn't knock me out cold. I somehow managed to get away, but I'm scared they're still looking for me. I shouldn't have gone alone. Twyla, we should call someone. No, please, don't. That's more trouble than it's worth. And I don't think I'm in any shape to be interrogated right now. But please. I just called you to help me get to the hospital. My car isn't far, but my leg, I think it's twisted. I can't make it there on my own. You want me to drive you then? No, I think I can do it. I can't do it alone. Please, help me get to the hospital. Yeah, of course I will. Come on, let's get out of here. I kneeled over to help Twyla up. She threw her arm around my shoulder for support. Right as we were about to turn out of the alleyway, Twyla fell to the ground beside me. In complete shock, I turned to the source of the noise, only to be met with an even bigger shock. How fucking stupid do you take me for?